It's gonna be your shit, I know. It's like I can't do no wrong.
Like half of that stuff that I learned in college, I don't remember, honestly. I really don't. I don't. What is up, Terry Gang? Today I am back with another video, y'all. I know it's been a long time, once again. Well, it hasn't been that long. It only been 2 weeks. But it's cool. I'm trying my best to start back posting again. It's so hard, y'all. I started a full-time job, whatever the case may be. But as you guys can see by the title of this video, we are going to be talking about college today. If you are a new viewer, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and turn your post notifications on so you can know when I post. And if you are a returning viewer, how are you doing? What is up, Terry Gang? Tell your friends to join the gang because they are missing out. Period. But let's just get right to this video, y'all. So, I basically wanted to make this video a long time ago. Well, I've been thinking about making this video for some time because I know that college is like one of those topics today where it's like for high school students, should I go to college? Should I not go to college? Like, I don't know what to do type thing. Or like my family wants me to go to college, but I know that I don't want to go to college. So yeah, I just kind of basically want to touch bases with that. I feel like this is the best time to do this video because I just graduated from college. So I've like been through the whole college experience, whatever the case may be. So I feel like I could give y'all my insight on the whole situation. My bra showing. Yeah. If you guys didn't know, I started college in 2017. I graduated in 2019. I only did 2 years of college because I did 2 years of college in high school. So when I got out of high school, I only had to do 2 more years. I got my bachelor's degree in political science with a focus in public administration. So yeah. So the first thing that I want to touch bases with about college is that college is not for everybody. And I know you guys hear people say that a lot, but it is so true. And I used to think like, no, everybody has to go to college. Everybody needs an education. Like, your education is so valuable. Nobody could take that away from you. So it's best to get one. But it's so true that it's just not for everybody. Everybody does not have to go to college. There's so many people today that has not been to college, that doesn't have a college degree. Some of them don't even have a high school diploma, and they are making bank out here, y'all. Making more than us people with degrees, okay? So, like, it is really not for everybody. And I also think like the day and age that we're in, the time frame that we're in within society, and just this generation is so they're so innovative, and they have these entrepreneurial, I think that's the word, mindsets that they become like business owners and business makers and stuff, and they just start their own, you guys know what I'm talking about. Everybody got their own little thing going on, that college is not even necessary no more. Like, you got people who are 19 making 6-7 figures because they got their own clothing brand, or they're doing like e-commerce, drop shipping. You got Forex. If any of that stuff works, they claim to be making 6 or 7 figures from it, and none of that stuff requires a college degree. Like, you have a YouTube, so many YouTubers out here who have not been to college, but they are making so much money. So college is not, it's not necessary if you know what you want to do in life, and you know that you want to be like an entrepreneur, whatever the case may be. I feel like in my own experience, I wasn't forced to go to college. I wanted to go to college because I knew that I would be the first person in my intermediate family to have a degree. So I know that it was really important to not only my mom, but myself also, that I just had a degree. And I had already started in high school anyway. So it was just like, you might as well go. You feel me? On top of that, I knew that I wanted to become a politician. And just being a politician, like, a lot of politicians come from a law background, but I know I didn't want to go the law route. So I was like, it's better that I have a degree than nothing at all and just trying to run for office or something. Like, that probably wouldn't have worked out so well, you know what I mean? So I wanted to go to college for that reason. I wanted to be educated on my own, like, you know. And there, but there's, then again, there's different ways that you can educate yourself. You don't need to educate yourself to go to college. You can Google search every freaking thing you want to know these days, and Google will probably teach you better than a college professor, honestly. So it's like, no, it's not really needed. I will honestly say, though, if you're still in that phase where you don't know what you want to do with your life, you don't have a game plan set, then maybe you're going to want to go to college to at least get maybe an AA degree or something, because you still don't know where you want to go. So you don't want to just be working like, you know, a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life until you figure out, a 9 to 5 that you don't like for the rest of your life until you figure out what you want to do. So maybe going to college could probably buy you some time to figure out what you actually want to do with your life. So I do recommend college in that type of, if you're in that type of situation. Something else that I do want to touch bases on is the fact that I realize, like, the reason a lot of youth these days are discouraged from going to college is because of the fact that it costs money, and it costs a lot of money, and it's really weird, and I agree that you should have to pay for education, if you know what I mean. Like, that's so weird. There's so many countries out there where you don't have to pay to go to college, but the United States is one of those countries that you have to pay to go to college, and then we're one of those countries that have the most debt because it's so expensive. So it's like, why would I waste my money on this if I know that 9 times out of 10 I'm probably not going to do anything with this degree? Like, it's not going to help me. Like, people out here getting degrees, and no offense, but people get degrees in, like, what is something that people don't, like, liberal studies or something. Like, what can you do? Become a professor, become a teacher. You have to have some type of, like, master's or PhD so you can actually do something with that liberal studies degree, rather than going to get a degree in engineering or mechanical engineering, computer science. Once you get that bachelor's degree, you don't even need to go to grad school at that point, because you're like, you did those 4 years in undergrad and it was hard, so you got all of your, you know what I mean. And then you, like, guaranteed a pretty decent job once you graduate with a degree in, like, mechanical engineering or computer science or something like that. So that's like a whole nother topic, y'all. But the whole money thing, I do feel like college should be free. And I feel like if you, like I said, if you don't know what you want to do with that degree, you shouldn't waste the money on it until you absolutely positively know what you want to do with that degree and you have a plan for it also. I think, yeah, I mean, I just wanted to come on here and basically share a couple of tips about going to college and is it really worth it. I don't feel like the education that you get in college is going to be an education that you will obtain for the rest of your life. I think that in college you learn more of survival skills rather than actually math, science, reading, social studies, you know. Like, half of that stuff that I learned in college I don't remember, honestly. I really don't. I don't. The only thing I remember is that I had $5 in my pocket and I had to figure out how I was going to make that stretch until I got my next paycheck, okay? I feel like that's what college taught me. It taught me some real life lessons. So if you want to be taught some life lessons, then I guess you should go to college. But, I mean, yeah. Oh, and then the last thing I did want to say was that I do, in certain cases, I do feel like it's necessary to go to college and get a degree if you're solely depending on something like YouTube, for an example. Like, if you just want to do YouTube for the rest of your life and that's the only income that you plan on having for the rest of your life, then maybe you should get the college degree, because worst case scenario, if something happens to YouTube, it crashes, or people are just not interested in it anymore, or something comes out that's better than YouTube. And once you start losing views and not getting subscribers, you're losing money. So I do feel like if you're in high school and you want to start a YouTube channel, but you know that's all you really want to do, then maybe you should go at least get an AA degree or a bachelor's degree, just to have a fallback plan just in case something was to happen to YouTube or, you know, something like that. because, you know, stuff is changing so much these days that a new source could come out this quick, and now you have to try to build a platform on there. You might go broke for a little while. So if you had that degree, you could just go get a job in that field and start working on that, and then get your like whole media thing going again, you know what I mean? So that is really my intake on the whole college situation. I do not regret going to college or taking out loans. I mean, mind you, I took out like the bare minimum loans because I had dumb scholarships. So I don't regret it because, like I said, I'm the first in my family to have a degree, and that means so much to my family and even to me, that I just don't regret it. When I do my room tour, as you guys can see, I know you guys see that I'm in a different setting. I just moved, as I said in my previous video. I'm gonna plan to do a apartment tour. Hopefully, we're still furnishing, but I know for sure I'm gonna do a room tour because my room is fully furnished. And I also have a car tour video for you guys because I just bought my first car. So but yeah, back to the whole degree thing. It's something that I'm very proud of. I have my degree on my wall. Like, I don't regret it, but I hope that maybe from this video you guys could get a little intake on whether or not you feel like you want to go to college or you don't want to go to college. If there's any more questions that you guys want to ask me, and that you want me to answer, go ahead and drop them in the comments below, and I'll make sure to try to answer each and every one person. And if you guys have any video ideas that you would like to see me do, make sure you also leave that in the comments below. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in my next video, and for now, bye.